Welcome to 13 Hammer Time 62's LEGO Media Reviews. Today's media review comes to us from the late 90s. This is around, actually it's 2000, right at 2000. This is the LEGO Rock Raiders video game for the CD-ROM. This intro gives you the story of the Rock Raiders, an actual LEGO theme in 2000. Basically, the Rock Raiders are miners that travel, and they've gone a little bit off course, as you can see here. They got sucked into a black hole, and they will need to find energy crystals from outside planets to make their way back home. The large ship that you see all the Rock Raiders in is the LMS Explorer, their home base. The LMS Explorer was never made as a LEGO set, but all the minifigures you see here were actual LEGO minifigures. Even the Chief, the guy that you see with an almost blue arm. If you know the Rock Raiders series, you know that he has a robotic arm that's blue for a reason, and all the other ones are, he's actually a very rare minifigure. Sold in one set, not even in a Rock Raider set, but as almost a collectible minifigure. He was not included in the original Rock Raiders sets. All the other Rock Raiders you see here are very common. I even have some of them here to show you. The actual LEGO ones. This would be, you could probably call it, the preliminary power miners. Because the power miners were not the first theme to go underground with large mining equipment. This game is only single player. It's basically a point and click where you control almost a Sims-like area of Rock Raider equipment, vehicles, buildings, as you mine for energy crystals. You have different objectives in many different levels, and different ways to complete the objectives. This is probably one of my favorite LEGO games to date.
Hello, Rock Raider Cadet, and welcome to the Rock Raider Academy. As this is your first day of training, we will start with the basics. This training mission will introduce you to some of the controls on your personal command interface. We'll teach you how to command Rock Raiders to move about in the caves below the planet's surface. Good luck, Rock Raider. We're expecting the best from you. Okay, Rock Raider, let's get started. Instructions will appear in this box. At the end of each instruction, either perform the action you're asked to do, or click on the flashing arrow to go to the next instruction. Click on the flashing arrow now. Well done. Let's see how well Rock Raiders can move over the various surfaces in the cavern.
Before we go to that, I'm going to explain the sides of all the different tools on the screen. You have a zoom in, zoom out tool, you can't use it now. A rotating map tool so you can see it from a different perspective. You have cycle buildings, which when you build them, you can get a different view at each one. Over here you have your ore content. When you mine walls, you get to obtain rock sediment and fill up your ore. And over here we have energy crystal counter. Usually goes up to, I think it's 25 up here, but you can collect more than that. And here you have buildings that you can create under certain specifications, such as having a certain amount of ore and energy crystals. Small vehicles apply for different buildings. Large vehicles apply for different buildings in different scenarios. There's a viewing screen over here. Your objectives, or just little reminders. And sometimes if you have landslides or other strange appearances, they'll go up in here. And you can zoom to them with this arrow. Over here you can transport rock raiders to your area. Let's get going.
This rock raider will walk across rubble. This rock raider will walk across the cavern floor. This rock raider will walk across our power path. Let's see who can do that fastest. Click on the flashing arrow to start the rock raiders moving.
Your cursor follows the flashlight, or the flashlight follows the cursor. So wherever you are, you can see it more clearly. Also up here you have action stations. If you have an attack on buildings from rock monsters or slugs, you can alert that, and rock raiders will handle the rest. Also up here you have two other buttons with it, options, which would help with your sound or brightness. And then you have priorities. There are different things you can set for rock raiders to do. There's also the replay.
This rock raider can run across the power path very quickly.
You also have your oxygen tank here. In early levels, it doesn't fade away, but as you dig deeper, you will need to build a support station, which will supply oxygen. Sometimes the game does lock up, and then resume again.
He moved very quickly and got to the tool store first.
But that's mainly because this is a newer computer and an older game.
This rock raider can't move as fast.
Oh boy.
This rock raider has now reached the tool store. It took him longer than the rock raider who ran across the power path.
Yep, the screen's gone dead.
Oh dear, this rock raider is having lots of trouble climbing over all that rubble.
Basically, with this mission, this is one of the small training missions to get you used to the game. Of how to guide rock raiders, how to use vehicles, how to set up buildings, where to dig, where you can't dig, how to use dynamite, lots of things.
He finally reached the tool store. That rubble really slowed him down.
I apologize for the error on the screen.
If you want your rock raiders to move quickly, remember to clear rubble off the ground. If you want them to move really fast, build a power path. Here's a tip. Monsters don't like power paths because they're so smooth that they slip up.
They do, actually.
Watch out, though, because they can run fast through rubble. Now let's see how you can make your rock raiders move around.